It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Buccaneers leader at quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Bucs and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Howard up the middle. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a line loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's taken down inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a dump off here complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Holding offense.
Third down and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Elliott is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So back-to-back games here of great production and just, you know, his cuts. They're so quick last week and this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do. But I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying, the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. And we saw that last week. In fact, they were so good last week on the flight home. I actually plugged in the game and watched the offensive line play one more time. I was so impressed by them. And they're carrying it over to this week. And, of course, when you got a big-time runner behind them, that's a pretty good combination.
Doesn't hurt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Anderson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That third down conversion good for 23.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. He finds his man complete. It's Bradley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Freeman. And he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
To throw on 3rd down, Freeman. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Anderson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he is caught, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Falcons hit 12-1 now to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Here's the option. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Operating from the gun, Freeman. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This is Howard on second down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On play action, they'll throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
At the 37-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Freeman. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from the guys taking really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. This is Miller, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 8 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Freeman. He goes underneath for Anderson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start with an AFC East matchup. The New York Jets taking on New England in Foxborough. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. The Jets looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we'll head down to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home in MetLife Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. The Cowboys seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Vikings locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This one's been as good as advertised.
Yeah, both teams
just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Freeman. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go for a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, here's the option. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pryor has it complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Freeman lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there to turn for it.
Yeah, try to turn for it here on this drive. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Freeman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Anderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's a second down and 9. Again, Anderson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Freeman. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Complete to number 86.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Running from the gun with Howard. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. This is caught by Williams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing on first down. Freeman. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Williams brings it in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bucs have retaken a third-quarter lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And here now come the Falcons. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Freeman. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On first, they go right back to Howard. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Again to Howard up the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Personal foul. Face man. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Able to find Pryor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the Buccaneers' 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Freeman over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
10th carry now for Anderson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 26. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Freeman. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Anderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Freeman being chased under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake. Freeman. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Operating from the gun, Freeman. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Bucs now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 28-20, 65 seconds remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.